Hello and welcome to the Resident Evil Requiem review from GigaBoots. I'm your host, Noel Slamrocket, and co-host, who's there? Show yourselves! We've got Bob Video Games,
Umbrella's Curse,
Dr. Aggro,
Bingo, bingo, wahoo.
and Chris Wolfhart.
What does he even do?
And that's right, we've gathered to talk about almost entirely a plot discussion based on every conversation that's come up about Resident Evil Requiem since it came out. The game Resident Evil Requiem. Weirdly enough, we're doing this after Pragmata, which seems weird and backwards to me. If you've never listened to one of our spoilercasted reviews before, what we do is at the beginning, we have 2 sentences each, followed by a guttural sound to let you know how we're feeling about the game. Then, the larger body of this podcast will be us talking about various criticisms, praises, anecdotes, wondering what that guy even does. And then, at the end, each of us will give it a score from 1 to 10, making it for a possible maximum Famitsu-style score of 40. Oh, and game publishers, just like Famitsu, we are buyable. All you have to do is lower your price back to $60. We're gonna go ahead and start with Chris Wolfhart. Chris, a couple sentences and a guttural sound.
Resident Evil Requiem might be the most eat your vegetables game I have ever played. Where every single time I'm having fun, they're like, slow down, champ. You have to do something that sucks now. Is this an Insomniac Marvel game? Ugh.
Bob Video Games.
Resident Evil Requiem was a mostly successful blending of the 2 types of Resident Evil games with some really unsatisfying plot points. I'm gonna go with yeah, okay.
Dr. Aggro.
Requiem is, on the whole, this mostly confusing mix of really good and weirdly bad stuff, to the point where I'm not sure which category is intentional, which kind of makes it sort of bulletproof. I'd give it a, yeah.
Resident Evil Requiem is the soup of all the strengths of the Resident Evil franchise that they tried to cook here in its latest installment. I think it's probably the best Resident Evil since 5, which the more you think about it, the less that means. I'm going to give it a, ooh. And immediately go to, hey, maybe next time don't remind me of 6 as much. Please.
That's all as someone who didn't play 6, that's all I've been hearing from people.
Yeah, no, that's, if they went one notch further in the crazy action sequences with Leon, then it just would have been 6 again, if that was all the game was.
I was thinking about 6 while I was playing 9, because I realized I cannot picture a single frame of that game. It has never come up in regular culture. There's nothing there. I know what the logo looks like. I know the giraffe thing.
You're right.
That's it. Is Leon in that game?
He is, but his story kind of doesn't matter at all.
And it's also the only one people seem to like at all of all of them.
Yeah, it's a dire situation. Here they pare it back to only 2 playable characters instead of the, what was it, 4 teams of 2 in that?
Yeah, I think so.
Plus 8 of DLC, which obviously was cut from the main game, so it would have been 5.
Well, I guess it was 3 teams of 2, because...
Yeah, I think it's 3 teams and then Ada, which Ada recycles levels and gives you the alternative perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like a whole campaign.
No, which is fine. That game already has like 3, 6, or 8 hour campaigns in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big game. Speaking of a big game, Resident Evil Requiem is a big game. In every sense of the word, actually. It's, I didn't expect it to be as long as it is. I expected it to be more... Okay, so when you do the opening with Grace at the clinic, I presumed we would travel through the underground area and end up at another facility like that, and maybe that was the game, and that facility would be a larger version. That game sure did not go the direction I thought it was going. The moment
Yeah,
you
no.
open the
No.
sunlight rafters or whatever, the moment you open up the dome and kill that thing, that game just becomes a completely different thing I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has clearly changed direction after that.
I personally really like the mix of Leon field strips a slew of zombies in 5 minutes, while Grace spends 40 crying, pissing, and shitting and stumbling her way through the fucking clinic.
Man, that first Grace section went on longer than I thought it was gonna. Like, I got all 3 quartzes, I opened the front door, I'm like, yes, the perfect organic place to switch to Leon.
But then,
Any second now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the earliest plot point that made me laugh my ass off was dude sitting at Chopper who's like, yeah, no, I'd love to leave, but you gotta go in this spooky hut over there. I was dying. I'm like, what is this situation? What the fuck is going on? This is a prank, right?
Yeah, I kind of expected that guy to betray us, and then it's like, no, we just killed.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he just dies.
I was too busy going, yes, Resident Evil is going to have a black man in it, and he's not going to immediately die.
Finally.
We're gonna do it. You and me, helicopter pilot.
You have a name, right? Helicopter pilot.
I mean, he did.
Please tell me you have a you have like a gun with a custom design, and that you're about to tell me your favorite movie or anything, or you're about to take the helmet off so you have a face. But no.
I thought that was unbelievably funny. The tension there of like, okay, how is he gonna betray me? Oh, he didn't. I see. Yeah, I find the fusion of these two different styles of gameplay actually kind of fun. I seem to talking to. I haven't talked to Aggro much because he only just beat it, but talking to Chris and Bob, I think I'm the only person who really enjoyed both styles of gameplay or liked Grace.
I liked Grace. I didn't hate her segments. I just think that, like, the utter refusal to give her anything but a pistol and throwing jars of piss at things. It didn't make her feel like an old Resident Evil character. It just made her feel like something even more gimped.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is her thing. She is,
which kind of annoyed me. Like, she, especially since functionally the jars of piss are not really different from having a grenade launcher. It's just more ludicrous.
Oh yeah, they're insanely powerful. Like, those jars of the acid piss are like, they just instant kill stuff.
Yeah, I killed every single licker.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck you, fire.
I actually didn't dislike the Grace gameplay. I kind of felt like, honestly, after beating the game, I was like, I kind of wanted more of both of these.
Yes, that's kind of how I feel too, where it's like, you gave me like half of each of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I wish, like, it would have, I don't want to say you should have made 2 games, because that's ridiculous. But
right.
Grace probably would have been better served just being the protagonist. And then you could do, like, the Leon separate ways as DLC.
that would be a hell of a thing of just Leon exclusively walking through Grace designed areas.
Yeah, I feel like then that would feel super weird because it'd be an insane amount of work for all the Leon gameplay content. Like, the way he plays is so different.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of stuff from RE4 Remake, though.
It's not even like all the stuff lives straight from there. Like, all the new stuff with the hatchet, the way the deflects work, and all sorts of stuff feels really redesigned for this game.
Yeah, I think they added more layers to him that flesh him out a ton, and to that extent, I also think more to do with him would have been nice. But again, it's kind of hard to be like, you should have made 2 games, because, you know.
It seems like that the DLC is mostly going to be Leon stuff, too. So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
because they're like, we made a really intricate combat system. We should probably do more than one area with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my big disappointments with the Leon area is it felt like Grace got all the new zombie stuff, was like the zombies are acting like real people and that sort of thing, like some later Romero thing. And then Leon, fights kind of just generic zombies who have been in Raccoon City for decades.
It's actually, it's showing you their perspectives on this. Grace still sees the humanity in them and imagines their actions cue up to what jobs they did in life, whereas Leon knows better.
The Leon stuff kind of got on my nerves just because it's so gray.
Mm-hmm.
His whole segment of the game is brown and gray. It's like, are we back in 7th gen?
Yeah, this is Resident Evil 6. Isn't it funny?
down to the point where I think I forget if I said this at some other point on something else, but the point where the one of the things that I think Resident Evil should never fucking do ever is give normal zombies guns.
I found that funny in 5.
Yeah, it felt like a throwback to 5 there, honestly.
That's when I quit playing 5. When the zombies with guns started showing up, that's when I stopped playing 5.
That in Raccoon City, that was the moment of where the suspension of disbelief broke, because I thought, how long have you guys been out here and your SMGs are still loaded?
Uh-huh. That awesome.
Well,
those guys were supposed to be like BSAA guys, so they were actually pretty recent, it seems like.
Right, like within the last 6 months or something.
Now, not to question the tactical planning of this branch, whatever branch of Umbrella this is, or whatever branch of the BSAA they were, why did you bring, like, artillery tubes?
I don't know.
To fight zombies?
I don't know.
It was a fun segment.
They were like breaking into Ark. They didn't know what kind of Nemesis shit was going to crawl out of the ground.
I feel like it's strange, because if it was enough of a threat to solve with artillery, they should have been able to see it before they got there, or have some other advanced way of dealing with that. We don't need, boots on the ground, right?
That planning step you're talking about, as far as I've been able to tell from my limited experience, does not exist within the Resident Evil series.
No, not really.
Yeah, no.
I think the Leon segment has some really neat ideas. Like, I liked shooting the glass out from under these zombies in the collapsed building and seeing them fall, which I'm pretty sure they took from an Uncharted.
Yes, that is true.
I thought about Uncharted a lot during Raccoon City.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Then the artillery thing is just straight up the catapult section from RE4 Remake. Like, it's structured identically and it behaves identically. And I resolved it the exact same way by peeking out from a corner in a way they really clearly didn't intend me to do, and shooting them in the head with a rifle.
Yeah, it's really funny that Leon's segment is just like, here is 3 different things that could be in a Resident Evil 4. It's like, we got a few of them. Not that many, but you can check it out. Something else that drove me crazy about the Leon stuff is all those regular zombies, they made them way too durable against regular pistols, so you couldn't really do a lot of the cool moves they gave him. Like, a bunch of it was like, well, I guess I'm just going to use a stronger gun that just kills them before I can kick them.
Yeah, that was a thing. I don't think it's an issue of durability. I think both in this and in RE4 Remake, and I think they made it worse in this one, whether or not a zombie staggers is random.
Yeah, it feels like extremely unlikely in this
like
one.
they clearly didn't like me specifically having the machine precision of shooting these zombies in the head and then kicking them in the face and axing them while they were down, so they had to make it so I couldn't predict that as much.
Yeah, it does seem they introduced a little randomness. I think that's tied in with them giving the like the weapon zombies, where they want you to prioritize them so you can pick their weapons up and throw them at other zombies.
Yeah, I liked that part. That was fun.
They also added in the like the gun parry executions that happen sometimes.
Oh yeah, those are really cool.
I did that 3 times before I figured out what was actually going on.
Yeah, fair.
And the time I did, I accidentally used a Requiem bullet doing it.
At least that one has like the coolest kill.
It does. So in the Raccoon City section for Leon was the point in the story that really pissed me off the most.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the police department building, and Leon walks up to the gate and has the fucking audacity to reach his arm through the bars and unlock it. You son of a bitch. How many sections, how many sets of 3 things have I collected? And you just figured out you can do that?
Yep. Look, we're always learning. We're always learning. Leon just figured this out.
I think there was a hole in the gate at least.
Yeah, once again, like, if you have a riot shotgun, there's no such thing as a locked door outside of maybe a bank. Also, that hatchet.
That's true. He could get some things solved with that hatchet. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, at least Leon isn't the one being locked out too much. That's mostly Grace's thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pay close enough attention to the tutorial, so I didn't catch on that you could resharpen the hatchet.
Oh.
So I basically didn't parry with it at all until the Mr. X fight. I was like, shit, I'm out of a hatchet.
God.
What do I do? What do you mean I just do a 2-second animation to have it all back? That animation is so short. I did it repeatedly fighting Mr. X. I almost killed him just with the hatchet.
Jesus.
Yeah.
See, then there are people who read like me and understand the mechanic, but just forget to do it for most of the game. Every time I got grabbed or hit by a zombie, I'm like, oh, right, I can parry things like that.
Meanwhile, I'm just doing the Rocco's Modern Life over here and be like, slash a zombie, wash your hands. Slash a zombie, wash your hands. Yeah, no, Leon having the absurd ability to just sharpen it real quick really power scales him insanely against Grace, and it's funny as hell to me.
Yeah, Grace is basically useless with the knife.
Uh-huh.
Mostly because she doesn't get one that isn't half a scissor.
Yeah. Even her ultimate weapon you unlock from the weapon upgrades after you beat the game. That's an invincible one. It's still an invincible half a scissor.
Aim high, Grace.
Mm-hmm.
No, I turned most of those into scrap immediately.
Yeah, no, that's what I did too.
I kept them just for stabbing if I got grabbed.
Okay, so I realized it was weird that I didn't think it was weird that Leon was making bullets out of gunpowder and scrap metal. Until Grace started making everything in her inventory out of blood.
Out of blood.
What the fuck?
She's a
Is
witch.
infected blood flammable?
It
Probably.
Yeah, it made me think that there is some other story with Grace before what we settled on. I was like, is she some sort of wizard?
Oh my god. The whole section of her underground, which I should say for the record, as soon as I went down into the hole after Emily and the girl, I pulled out a fucking guide. Because I walked past a bunch of those, like, you could insert a battery in here. And I'm like, okay, we have reached the point where the game has mistaken this is a great motif to instill horror with this is a giant pain in the ass.
I don't know. That's classic Resident Evil, though.
And after doing the whole section and thinking, yes, like I'm about to get out of here. We're done with. I got all 3 of the crystals. It's time to go do the Leon section. I wasn't gonna wander around in the dark, running from the invisible enemy. And as I got through that section, I went, man, I'm glad I just looked up a go left. It's in there. Because holy fuck, I think I might hate this game a lot more if I'd had to do that raw.
Huh.
So you're talking about the segment where the giant... Okay, you're talking about at the clinic when you drop into the lower floor of that, correct?
Yes, in the basement.
Okay. Yeah, that was goofy. I wouldn't say I was upset at it or like found it deeply frustrating, but it was possibly one of the more abrasive things in the game just because really long dark tunnel, walk through specific way in order to get battery and then bring it to somewhere else and stuff like that.
It also feel like a little too long.
Yes, it was definitely a little too long, but I didn't really dislike it. In fact, I thought the fighting all the zombies on the conveyor belt was really clever.
Yeah, I thought that was really neat.
Oh yeah, like a bunch of the stuff that happens in that section is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was really fun to just keep white girls shoving them over and watching them just get ground up by the the belt. Also, her like becoming a true Resident Evil protagonist by having to go through the blood flume.
Why was there blood in the vent system?
Unclear.
There's notes about it because they collect the blood to make whatever something.
Right, but why is it in the vents? She crawls
like it's
past
everywhere.
a fan
Like
and there's
SpaghettiOs, it
blood.
gets everywhere.
Yeah, it gets everywhere.
Like she drops into the blood pool and she's like, "Oh, it got in my mouth." And then this woman has the audacity to yell at that helicopter pilot, "We're not infected. Neither I, who drank infected sluice blood, nor this blind little girl I got out of a laboratory cage are infected. Please take us on your helicopter."
Did anybody make any of the stealth kill items?
Yeah.
Like the hemolytic injectors?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely was injecting some people, especially on a second playthrough.
Yeah, after the first blister head showed up, I started using those.
I used exactly one. No, I used two. I used one to kill the cook because I was sick of his shit.
Yeah, no, he's a lot.
And I used one to kill one of the singers. The other one I just shot to death.
I really like the ability of those injections to just completely diffuse an encounter immediately. So on my second playthrough, I'm like, this part is annoying. I'm just gonna walk in there with one of those, shoot the fucker, and then move on.
I would down a zombie and it would be like, "Here's a prompt to use an injector." I'm like, "Oh, I've played this game before. Nobody's left behind."
Did anyone else use enough injectors on Hunk or whatever his name is, the huge fat dude, to actually kill him?
No, I never killed him.
No, I just avoided him.
It takes 3 of those things. And he does give you a special charm.
He does.
I think you get an achievement too, don't you?
Yes.
I think so.
Probably.
I killed him. I shot him a bunch.
Like the point of all these classic style Resident Evils is like it's much easier on the second time.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like maybe in this case, it's a little bit unfair with how it becomes easier the second time. Like there's one specific hallway in that clinic that I remember where the first time you go down it, like 4 zombies round the corner and start coming towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're supposed to do to be optimal is run forward and take a turn into a room that's there and they will go past. But you're never going to do that the first time.
I think I did that the first time.
Oh, really? Well, you're a badass. I saw
like
4 zombies coming. It's like, what the fuck do you want me to do here?
Right? I was always out of resources as Grace. Like, broke ass out of resources as Grace.
I hoarded everything for like the first half of her segment, and then I realized I had 60 handgun ammo.
Oh my God.
And 3 of those, and 3 of the restore your health and also increase your max health injectors. And I'm like, I guess I'm just going to start killing everything. And then indeed, I just killed everything.
And then everything was dead. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Again, like I have to keep comparing myself to that Sherlock clip where he's mentally going through how he's going to dismantle that guy. That's how I am with these games.
Mm-hmm.
On my second playthrough, I figured, well, I didn't get hit that much as Grace. I cannot get any healing things or any life ups for her, and I could just go in on the damage.
Yeah, that didn't work, did it?
Yeah, that means she dies instantly to any time a liquor touches her.
Oh, that makes sense.
Huh.
And those dudes can just be 0 to 100 instantly. So that made that tough.
I seem to remember in the remake of RE2 being able to lose a liquor. And that didn't fucking happen when I was playing Grace.
Yeah, no, it feels like they will follow you forever.
Uh-huh. Oh, God. Speaking of liquors, I got to do a thing as Leon in the ARC section that made me feel like the smartest man who's ever lived.
Uh-huh.
So, okay, like you get to the elevator, but you need a key. So you go do another room with a couple liquors and some zombies. And the room with the elevator is like full of exploding canisters and shit. And you're like, what am I going to have to fight in here? And you come back and it's just crawling with liquors in that tiny room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm like, okay, let's see if I can get away with some cheese. And I backed out the door and I went forward until the door just opened again, and I shot one of them with a silenced pistol, and I kited him outside, and I killed him with like 2 rifle shots. I'm like, all right, we can just do this over and over again. I went back into the room to shoot another one, and something went wrong, and they all aggroed. So I ran down the hall and around the catwalk and jumped down into the room and then back up the stairs. And by the time I got back up the stairs, I'm like, okay, I'll kite them all up the stairs. They weren't following me anymore. They were all walking back toward the room in a single file line very slowly.
Yeah.
So I walked up behind them and stealth killed all of them.
Nice.
It's like 6 fucking lickers.
Jesus Christ. It's real good. That first area with the liquors where there's glass on the ground and then there's the loop and then you go to the left before you continue further in.
Mm-hmm.
I died on that once because I was just like, it's dark. I want to get a look at what I need to do around these assholes and then I'll do it. So I scout it out. Mm-hmm. I die. I come back in and I just do the funniest I'm running nonstop from these pieces of shit. And I actually do get through. I think they touched me once the whole time and I get all the way through. But I had a similar situation to you where because of me doing these shenanigans, they all ended up bundled up in a weird corner of a room at one point. And I did like off one of them and I go, what am I doing? This doesn't matter anymore. I did this shit. Let's leave.
God, that section was A, nerve-wracking. There's some tight corners in there as Grace. And B, when you get into like the vault and there's the red chest sitting on a lit platform, just staring at it thinking, okay, I feel like if I've figured out what's going to happen when I touch this, I deserve to have a way to circumvent it.
Yeah.
That whole arc lab, like it's usually when you design a giant corporate lab like that, it's all sterile and metal and glass, and it's very inhuman and unwelcoming, and it's kind of worse when you go into the lobby and it's like we made this art installation out of our waiting room. And then, like, you go into the hallway leading to the big central chamber, and, like, I just imagine the Umbrella executive talking to the contractor, like, we need a projector to make it look like it's underwater. No, yellow water.
Yeah? Is this important? What does this do? What does this do for you?
There are multiple weird art installations in that place, like that, and the weird people upside down holding skeletons of themselves.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, I'm so glad. I've been meaning to ask this. Xeno.
Okay, we're talking about him.
Not Wesker.
That is
no.
That is in fact not Wesker.
It seems to be a clone of Wesker.
Okay. Because I'm like, I thought it was like a code name. And
yeah.
Then he got ganked, and I'm like, I don't think that just happened.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff in the logs and stuff in this game that have a lot more interesting things than what actually happens in the game. That made me think a lot more crazy stuff was going to happen, because we have a bunch of stuff about genetic memories in there. It was like, oh, so we're going to do something with Grace actually being some weird genetic clone of someone else, or her mom or something. Oh no, that's not in there at all. That's just about Xeno, I guess.
Like, I've only played like 4 remake and 2 remake. And this, so I'm playing through this game, and then halfway through, who I thought was Wesker shows up like a fucking Kingdom Hearts character, just listing all of these proper nouns. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Like, in the black coat and everything. It was perfect.
Everything about Xeno's so... It seemed like they were doing a thing, and then this motherfucker just stumbles in and says, hey, I just arrived at the party. Let me drink this shot you made. I don't need to know what's in it.
God, that's
I love that. That is like, obviously this will make me all powerful. And he's like, no, it made me normal. And then he dies.
He's like, we need to get Elpis. It's clearly a powerful weapon because I didn't do the reading and I have no idea what the motif is.
Look, he played every other Resident Evil game. He knew what it was supposed to do in a Resident Evil game.
still drives me crazy that even what he thought it was, which is a mind control virus, wouldn't have helped him.
Yes.
Well, he thought it would let him control people's minds.
I guess that would be his hope. I guess
that was his idea. I just find it funny from the angle of, okay, so now you can mind control people. You still have like Raccoon City syndrome,
right?
Bro,
is that a problem?
And while I'm cooking over this, other dude stumbles into the room and goes, yes! I will become the giant Resident Evil monster, and I just start cackling.
It's like, Gideon, you were wrong, and Gideon's like, wow, yeah.
Weird.
How about that?
Anyway, I'm gonna kill you now.
Fucking Gideon may be the most divorced midlife crisis character I have ever seen.
It's kind of great.
Like he doesn't, I don't think he's got a goal. I just think he wants to feel vital and important, and he thinks what he's doing is really cool.
Mm-hmm. I love that they gave him that insane chase on the highway. It's like, this should not be Gideon. This should be anyone else. What we're doing was Gideon.
I don't know, that kind of, like, it should make sense that he's like he's Wesker now. He has all the same shit.
Oh, we're talking about Gideon, not Xeno.
Yeah, I know. But like, he has all the physical enhancements, so it's fine with me that he's doing all the crazy shit on the motorcycle.
He has such strong homeless man energy that it makes it goofy inherently. You know, he has I'm wearing 13 coats energy.
He is not a cool dude.
Right.
Like, that's not his thing.
So it's just fucking
Did you see
funny.
His snakeskin coat.
Yeah,
like when he shows up on the motorcycle with the dogs and the rocket launcher, I'm like, okay, we have hit late stage Metal Gear.
Yes.
No,
this game has.
it became one of those animated Resident Evil movies for a little bit.
It was better than that. It was cool. I don't know. I was laughing. I thought it was fun.
I mean, I was laughing, but it's the exact sort of thing that happens in those.
What's a good way of putting this? He basically became the funny pirate man from Yakuza for a moment in this game, where he's just like, I don't want to kill you. I just want to have fun.
I'm kind of sad that we killed him off in this game, honestly.
It would have been awesome if he was a long-standing arch in the series.
Yeah, he probably didn't need to do the Resident Evil transformation boss fight.
Objectively correct.
He didn't even do as big a one as normal.
He was pretty big.
Yeah, he did get pretty big.
I think some of him might have been down the chute.
At first, it was more normal. His first move wasn't to become Big Monster.
Right.
Oh man, learning after the fact that I could have picked up his rocket launcher in that fight.
You could?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
You can make him drop the rocket launcher and go pick it up.
Huh.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I guess none of us did that.
Nice.
You know, we brought up Raccoon City's curse earlier, the umbrella curse.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Why didn't they feel like they needed to ever talk about it?
It's Raccoon City syndrome. It's Raccoon City syndrome. It's Raccoon
the
City
T-virus.
It's a T-virus.
I guess
It's a T-virus scar antibody metaphor.
Yeah, like it's a metaphor, but it's like you need to have some reason like at least talk about how it emerged later. Who has it? Is it everyone in Raccoon City, or was it just Leon and Phone Lady?
Yeah, it was all the people that were mysteriously dying.
Yeah, like the idea is that even if you resisted the T-virus, which some people did, like it would eventually adapt to your immune system and start to kill you.
Which sort of works because it is the mystery in those games of like, why are these characters not succumbing to being a zombie when they're attacked?
I guess.
It's extremely weird how metaphorical it is to radiation poisoning. Like, I feel they don't really go into that at all. It's just a connection that's obvious.
Right.
It's the metaphor virus.
Yeah, and it feels like we didn't actually get real explanations. We just have the metaphors that it represents.
I mean, that is largely this game, though, right? We got the feels all over it.
I think it is. I think they do just flat out explain it in one of the files.
I read every one of them, like, again, after I beat the game, looking for anything about it. I couldn't find a single word.
I keep remembering, basically, it was like, it's the survivors of Raccoon City. They get this. And that's about, like, the fullest extent that I saw.
Yeah, that's the length and breadth of it.
Yeah, it was like just Leon said at some point, T-virus infection, 3rd stage or something.
I'm sorry. I'm still laughing over Sherry Birkin reduced to phone lady.
Who is
I couldn't remember her name.
She was.
She better be playable in whatever they got coming out.
That would be awesome. I would love that.
Did you play Resident Evil 2?
Most of it.
She's the little girl.
Yeah, Sherry Birkin is William Birkin's daughter.
Yeah, and she should have done more in this game. That's
true.
And also, there's so many people in Raccoon City that are from their mainline story, so having a plotline device like this and then just not talking about who has it drove me crazy.
Yeah, that is weird. Well, Jill's probably immune. The bimbofication virus probably kept Jill from having a problem with it.
She's dealing with the bimbofication virus syndrome, and her boobs keep getting bigger and appearing in AI-generated videos.
And her hair more blonde by the day.
Poor Jill.
How could she deal with this?
Capcom, don't put any more fucking sections in Resident Evil games where I have to play as a little girl hiding from something.
We gotta talk.
Just stop doing that. Never do that ever again.
I love this game. I think there are only 2 segments that I genuinely just... That orphanage sequence is the most removable thing in a video game I've been playing recently.
It gives, like it's nothing.
The whole point of it, the only thing it hopes to accomplish is to make you think that's her somehow.
Yeah.
That it's Grace, or that there's it's like a mild misdirect sequence.
Yeah. Everything around Grace being a red herring because of that makes that even worse.
The first time through it, I hated it because I'm in first person. I could not see the opening on the ground no matter how much I whipped the camera in every direction. It didn't highlight it for action.
Oh.
You know, that exact thing that happens, the reason you have the detective vision pulse in most video games is... They need to make sure you know an object is interactable. The FOV is so bad in the first person, and I apparently was looking from just the wrong spot that I died in that sequence 6 fucking times.
Oh, that's
trying
awful.
to figure out what they wanted.
Yeah, that's like the absolute biggest part. It's like if you want to do these things, they have to just be brainless.
Yeah, like you're showing me a cutscene. Don't let me be cornered by the world's slowest peril.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God, the opening cinematic of that, where like you go down the hall and the doctor's surrounded and he's shooting them in the head and it's not working. Then he just sits there and Austin Powers steamroller just lets them come.
Yeah. No, it's kind of crazy. It's like, dude, they're still like 2 feet tall. Run.
Right? Like, sure, they're
You're a grown
strong.
Man.
There's a mass to weight ratio working in your favor right now.
And yet that
There really
cutscene
is.
fits perfectly with Leon looking at that lady getting killed by the zombie at the beginning. Say what you will about the writing and the cutscenes, but they're cohesive with each other. This is a universe that is stupid.
Minor sidetrack to that Leon thing. The only explanation I have for that is Leon has already determined everyone in this hospital is evil and he has to kill them all.
I don't know. I think I'm willing to go with he was trying to come up with a one-liner, but he's so tired and old and groggy, he couldn't think of one in time to save her and just sort of flatlined mentally and watched her get killed.
That's really how it comes off.
Legitimately, I think it's because that lady wasn't blonde. List every woman Leon Kennedy has ever rescued.
He must have saved Aya at some point.
Right?
Yeah, there's got to have been something.
I think that happens in 4.
Like after you do the sniper Overwatch section and he meets up with Grace in the church and they're trying to get in and she's freaking out and he's weirdly calm. He's like, lady, you don't know this, but I'm Leon Kennedy and saving terrified white women in old churches from the infected is something I do before breakfast.
I think it's really funny. Finally, I can talk about it. The DLSS 5 video changes the hair color on Grace, which is like a core plot line of this game. That is unbelievably funny. Where it's just like, in the effort to make this bimbofication filter that you insist is not a filter and then admit is a filter, you accidentally broke one of the plot lines of a video game! And no one stopped you from showing that!
Yup. God, that's phenomenal.
On the replay of the game,
Yeah.
instead of the sequence in the orphanage, it should be Grace finally remembering when she dyed her hair. It's like, wait, I'm not even a natural blonde. What is this?
Oh no!
Speaking of visual stuff, I mean, you know, like the game is gorgeous, and only sometimes when I'm like swinging the hatchet does it melt a little bit. But the floor in the Ark, the entire section, the floor in the Ark is fucked up and weird, and the reflections keep popping in and out, and they're a weird soupy mess. And I'm like, you could have just turned whatever the fuck you're trying off.
Yeah.
And it would have been way better.
Yeah, there's that, and then the rug that's in the elevator room.
I've been waiting since seeing this in the game to get to this podcast to talk about this. In the tiny hut next to the fucking helicopter at the first third point of the game, basically, they take a giant secret elevator down, and there's a rug in the center of this room, and it doesn't know what to do with the combination of a rug shader and a motion vector. So the carpet just starts melting upward into the room. I'm like, is this a trap? No, this is video game. Okay.
New tech.
I didn't notice it.
You gotta. I hope you can find a video where someone stares at it, because it is so funny. The PS5 Pro fixed like all the visual problems in this game. I didn't even think the Ark had that many visual issues. It looked pretty all right, all things considered. That carpet's invincible. Nothing can stop it. That thing's too strong. That rug will melt upward no matter what your system spec. And on DLSS 5, it will become a beautiful woman.
Now, you know, this game has a lot of RE2 glazing. Like, it's obviously there's a lot of parallels. The clinic is structured very almost identically to the police department. Leon goes back to the police department, which made me go, you didn't really need to do this. You already had the initial area that is structurally identical to the police department. And then you have Mr. X, which is whatever.
I laughed.
I literally thought, oh, cool, I get to revisit this place and not have that annoying son of a bitch ruining the game for me.
The only like, remember that thing that really got on my nerves in this game is like, look, Leon's gonna fight Hunk. And I'm like, what? You know what other game did that? Operation Raccoon City.
No one played that, so this was new to me. I liked it.
A lot of people played that, Bob. That game sold like 3 million copies.
That's true.
But that's small for Resident Evil.
But it was, if they hadn't had him talk and be Hunk's voice actor and then have his body vanish to imply he survived, I would be a little more okay with it, but it just felt so fanficky in a bad way.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was really neat. I thought what you're going to bring up was Tofu.
Was he in there somewhere?
I heard about that. I didn't see him myself.
I saw him really frequently because he can just appear on the outer edges of the Raccoon City Police Department. Like if you just look out through the exploded walls, he'll run by sometimes and make the noises.
Huh.
Yeah, and I was like, this is neat. I've seen him 3 times. This is weird.
Yeah, I didn't notice him at all, but that's just a little Easter egg thing, so it doesn't bother me as much as, look, Leon's gonna have a fight against Hunk, who also is a hatchet expert.
Which I love. I love that they both got into hatchets. That's awesome.
Yeah, they both definitely watch the same YouTube channel.
Yes, exactly. They were going to bring up their daily carries, but they had to kill each other.
God, Hunk, like that capped off. Okay, the elite guard are going in biggest jobber. You go into a room that, like, look at all, like, new canisters. Look at this setup. This is for, like, a sneaky takedown boss fight. You go to the next room, pull up the fucking security shots. We're cutting between Leon looking at the monitors and the cutscene of they're coming. Leon, they're coming. These guys, they're the real deal. These are top flight. These are the hot shit. And I walk back out there and think, oh, fuck. I was too busy looking at them making their cool entrance. I didn't, like, go in the corner. I'm not in a place where I can, okay, you know what? I'm just going to pop out from behind here, and whatever happened, 3 shotgun blasts and they're all dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What? There was a cutscene.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of trouble with the shield ones.
Oh, God.
That's it.
Oh, no. So the second fight where you're in the room with the liquor in the jar, and they're, like, across the canyon.
Uh-huh.
So after a couple of attempts of going, what do you mean they can shoot me from that angle, and immediately dying, I got out across the walkway and let the liquor loose and ran back to the first side, and the liquor killed them all. And then I dropped down to deal with the liquor, and I don't know where the second wave came from, because they appeared all around me. And I saw that one of them had a shield as the screen went black because I was instantly dead. So the next time I do the same thing, I let the liquor out, I let the liquor kill all those guys, I come back around, I drop down on the other side of the room, and I see them show up, and I throw a grenade over there, and everything, including the liquor, is dead.
Huh.
So, Elite Guard.
Elite Guard.
They're killed by liquors.
Yep.
Not Capcom. I understand that people expect weapon upgrading in Leon gameplay. You should have done that literally any way but the way you did.
I know, it's so funny. It's just like, hey, you're a person who's wandered up to this box. You got the thing, whatever. Welcome to BSA Hut. I love you.
We detect if you kill zombies and then give you credits.
Look,
It's fucking hilarious.
health insurance is expensive, so the BSAA has moved to a contractor model. I fell in love with that system. I'm like, we need a whole The Division game that's just this.
Actually, yes. No, I'm with you on this. That sounds great.
It only upset me because it felt like they were trying to contextualize in a way that made it less goofy than handing over amulets to a mysterious man, and they ended up on something that is in fact stupider.
Yes. No, that's what happens.
Although, Aggro has a point. They should just transition this form of gameplay into some open world slop game. I'd buy that.
Yeah, I'd play the multiplayer Raccoon City game. Is it an extraction shooter? No one gets out.
No one gets out.
Mercenaries in this game is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are sitting here before they've actually announced that.
There's no way they're not going to. They made such a fucking detailed combat system for Leon. Oh man, Xeno is going to be playable. We'll get to see what he does.
Isn't that great?
What is okay? Like, I assume he has the same shit Wesker has. He's a clone of him.
Yeah, he teleports like Wesker at one point.
Right. Like, is that supposed to be super speed, or is he physically incapable of being in the same space as a bullet? Because he keeps dodging bullets and getting hit by a hatchet.
Let's not ask questions that Capcom really doesn't have an answer to.
Aggro. You've seen The Matrix. It's that. It's nothing else. There's nothing else happening here.
He's like if an agent could only move like that like every 2 seconds.
Oh god, he was on cooldown.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like he has like a global cooldown on his super speed, so he can't, like, if you unload on him with a machine gun, he can't dodge all of those like an agent. He can only dodge like one round at a time.
There's something about him showing up in the suit with the coat on, but he still looks like an angry football coach. Like, it doesn't quite fit him. And every, like, Leon's there in like the old man cotton shirt, and everybody's a little, dressed down and tired, and he looks like he bought the battle pass.
Yeah.
So they do a thing at the end of the game. If you get the good ending.
Mm-hmm.
Where Leon walks up to Grace and she's like, "Oh, we couldn't save Emily." And he's like, "But Grace." Pause to brace for the stupidest thing ever. I didn't hit any of her vitals.
That pissed me off. That is the one thing in this game that actually fucking, like, annoyed me. It's like, it's fine for somebody to die in a Resident Evil game. You don't have to be like, well, he didn't fatally kill her, and then the virus that was just a shell.
Yeah,
the horrible flesh monster. It's like Capcom saw all the memes about what was the villain's plan after he became a big monster. And like felt like they had to address it somehow. It's like, you really didn't.
Although that would whip ass if Wesker like turned into one of those things and then just sloughed it off like a cocoon after.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that every 3 months. Bye.
It upset me more because it has the implication that, yeah, you shouldn't have been killing all these people. We have the cure now. We can go save them.
Yeah, that's really, like, first of all,
weird.
Leon obviously didn't have any fucking idea what Elpis was.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he avoid the vitals on what was essentially a tyrant?
Even if it was reasonable that he could.
Yeah, and that would slow it down if you avoided the vitals.
Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fucking absurd.
Oh God, speaking of tyrants, it couldn't have just been me that had this experience. When you fight the tyrant, Mr. X in the basketball court.
Yeah.
Was anybody else thinking that fight was going to be twice as long because he just went down like a bitch?
Yeah.
Fair. I thought it was really cool, but it was really short.
No, I expected it to be like that because I was like, okay, this is going to be the flex where Leon just completely humiliates Mr. X because he's older and wiser and owns a tactical hatchet he bought off Temu.
That thing just, oh man, it do what bullets don't.
It's probably good that this game kind of comes off like whatever 10 is, which we know is far away, is probably going to be another, like, paradigm shift the way 7 was, because whenever Resident Evil starts to become Devil May Cry, it's like it's time to turn for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this does have similar energy to 6, but it's not as absolutely fucking heinous as 6.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but, like, I love goofy action Leon. He shouldn't be, like, royal guarding Mr. X. That's a little bit much.
Yeah, like I feel like they gave themselves license to go a little off the rails by having the two types of gameplay anchoring each other. So when you got to the Leon segment, it wasn't just like more of the Leon gameplay, but now the music is less spooky. It was you breaking free of, God, like switching back to Grace that first time after the big Raccoon City section and opening my inventory and seeing how tiny and empty it was.
Yeah.
And despairing.
Yeah, since the game types were so clearly delineated, they did like push both further in their respective directions.
Mm-hmm.
Although, if you're going to be this ridiculous, why not bring back Punch Grandpa from 7? I've been waiting for Punch Grandpa to return.
It'd be great.
I honestly was convinced that by the end of this, Wesker's son from 6 was going to show up because he has like a whole thing with Sherry.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
And that would have made sense.
They're trying not to remind people of 6.
Yeah, I think
Then
that's
why'd they
a little bit of a lost cause in this video game. But no, it's true. They probably should have brought him back. I honestly expected that as well, and then nothing of it. So that's pretty strange.
Yeah, I honestly expected some cool cameo near the end, like Ada, him,
Oh, you mean
or
Hunk?
Chris. No.
Oh,
God. Yeah, like you finish the last boss fight on the good ending and they're both sitting in the big room and the lights are going out and they're like, oh, we're probably going to die down here. And I'm looking at the screen going, they're about to be rescued by another Resident Evil character who's not in this game, and I'm not going to understand the context for it.
And then that didn't happen. Yeah, that's weird.
That guy starts talking. I'm like, is that Chris? I don't know. It could be. His arms aren't big enough.
Yeah, luckily in 8, they decided to make Chris look like he should instead of what they did with him in 7. So if he shows up again, we know that he will, in fact, look like he punches boulders.
Yeah, they actually did, like, move as if time has been progressing, so I do wonder what they're going to do.
Yeah, I didn't really take this as okay, we're going to do a major shift after this. I honestly thought this might be their new thought forward of like, oh, we'll just, every new mainline entry will have both types of gameplay, and we'll play with different characters we can with that. But maybe I'm misreading it.
Well, I'm sure they'll set up lots of plot hooks in the remakes of Resident Evil 0 and Code Veronica.
It has been a very long time since Claire was in a game, so be cool to see them do anything with her again. Another character who maybe should have shown up in this game. Maybe.
Yeah, it genuinely, it's like fucked up that they made the RE2 jerking off game and just Claire isn't in it.
Yeah, Claire isn't even mentioned.
Like you already did the only thing a woman is allowed to do in stories, which is be a reporter. Like, you couldn't work her in at all.
Did anyone else look up how to do the final puzzle? Is it put in the achievements?
Yes.
What's the final puzzle?
It's a cryptic, huge series of things that involves like getting a doll from the little girl and taking it somewhere else in the story and all sorts of other nonsense.
Like if you picked up the girl's severed hand after the elevator sequence and the hourglass in Gideon's office, they're all clues to this insane thing.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. Like something you'd see in Faz or something. It's not like not a real regular puzzle. People had to solve it by...
Yeah, it is a crowdsourced solution thing.
Yeah, they ended up not doing anything. They just cracked the code or cracked into the game to figure out what triggered things.
Okay. No, I didn't look up anything about that. I didn't even know that was in the thing.
same.
Yeah, I went and did all that. There's literally no reward.
What?
They're bad
Well,
people.
you get a bunch of completion points.
You get a bunch of completion points. Yeah, that's it.
You don't get any like story stuff or anything?
You don't get any story stuff at all. 0. It plays, when you complete the puzzle, it plays a laughing voice.
That's great.
But it's like it's dark and spooky laugh, not like just laughing at you.
I don't know. I would argue it was.
I mean, yes.
That's probably for the best. That it's not like a story thing.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why they bothered. Oh, does it involve the hourglass?
Yeah.
Yes, it involves that number you see inside the hourglass.
Because I picked up the hourglass and I'm like, what the fuck is this for?
The initial thing with the hourglass, which I didn't know until I looked up this, is you can shove it into that device in the room and it just doesn't fit.
Yeah, I tried that, but then it didn't go away when I left the puzzle and I had to throw it away manually. I'm like, usually they throw that shit away automatically when you're done with it.
Right, but you can look inside it and then look on the, like, where the sand falls, like make all of it fall out on one side, and then there's a number you can read off in it.
Fascinating. And what a good payoff.
Another thing you have to do is, you know that conveyor belt we were talking about earlier where it's a bunch of zombies on it and you have to kill them?
God, yeah.
The thing with that is you have to sit there, wait, I think 20 minutes before you jump down there and let it load that many zombies in.
Yep. Then you have to not kill them yourself. Let all of them get thrashed by the machine.
Okay.
Then when you dump the collection pool, instead of saying a lot of blood has drained out, it'll say a ton of blood has drained out.
Okay.
Like this is the level of, this isn't really like a puzzle. This is an activity for people who are playing the game over and over to brute force.
Yeah, that
And this game is a bit
definitely
long for that.
It is.
Yeah, I see. I only did one playthrough because I was like, I don't want to do that Grace opening again, and I really don't want to do the orphanage thing again. And that's kind of the problem I have with like Resident Evil 2 remake also, because in Leon's you have the Sherry segment. It's like, guys, you clearly understand that part of the appeal of these games is
Replayability, yeah.
replayability. Right. So why do you keep adding these sections into them?
I don't know. They really should just make them disableable for future playthroughs.
Yeah, it would be so easy to just be like, yeah, you can just skip them on New Game Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, like especially with those segments, it's like they're fully a separate thing. Like they're not in any way tied into the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
That's why I think RE3 and 4 remakes are my favorite, because they don't have anything.
Yeah, they don't have anything like that.
Like even the Ashley segment is way more playable than it's way more a playable segment than these orphanage segments.
Yeah.
And also, as you were saying, the part of Grace's thing before you get when you're just running around the little dark area before you get anything for her is also bad.
You mean when creepy ceiling monster and you're in darkness and you have to run to the that honestly
that's what I was talking about. Actually, that was the
not like even the hotel
opening thing in the hotel is whatever.
Yeah, the opening thing in the hotel like that you just run through it. It's fine.
I would also prefer that to be skippable, but it didn't bother me as much as that first segment in the clinic with the monster. I'm like, I don't want to ever do this again.
I keep seeing a lot of videos about how to trick the Thing's AI to skip large sections of the Grace segment.
Ooh. Delightful. This may surprise you, but one of the most popular mods on PC is to skip the orphanage outright.
That
crazy.
Makes sense.
You know when a mod for a game is to skip a segment of it, you made a bad segment. Dragon Age Origins: The Fade. Number one mod for Dragon Age Origins for basically its entire existence. Skip that entire 2-hour section.
Well, we need to wrap this at some point. Are there any last anecdotes, criticisms, praises? I guess I'll say it again. The PS5 Pro version of this looks fucking immaculate. Man, we really don't need video games to look better than this ever. Please stop. Thank you.
Yeah, this is plenty good. Jesus.
It's real pretty, and the animations, like a bunch of the idle animations, the character animations, the reloading, especially in first person, Grace's flashlight moving this way and that as you turn. Like a lot of times in this game, I'm looking at it going, "Damn, man, you didn't need to go in that hard."
Yeah.
Yeah, and in third person, Grace's animations are also crazy because she holds her flashlight against her cheek and elbow, and it's in a way that is way too realistic.
Yeah. It's a gorgeous game.
Mm-hmm. I've seen videos of the cutscenes changing depending on the outfit you're in, like whole animations swapped out.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, like Leon keeps
really
taking his gloves off, and if you're wearing an outfit without gloves, that animation's just not there.
What?
Huh. I also really love just like the weird, pristine, almost like Bloodborne-esque lobby of the clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like all sheeming white, but like really feels like Victorian in a like derogatory.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is a place where they put leeches on you.
Yes. All right, one more thing about the story I think is really weird.
Mm-hmm.
The timeline of events for the hospital is very strange because it seems like the condition the hospital is in, and some of the notes kind of imply different things about how long zombies have been infesting it.
Oh,
it feels like all of this just happened, but then a lot of notes seem like it happened a week ago.
Yeah, like guys writing down like, "Oh man, people are killing everyone. I'm going to go to this other room and try a thing now."
what?
Yeah, it does kind of feel that way.
Which I think that's a common thing that happens in Resident Evil. Sometimes this stuff gets muddied. There probably was a different version of this game where it was different. So I'm not complaining so much. It's just like, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the buckets of blood sitting around.
Oh yeah, no, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That was
Like, how long has it
really
been out?
confusing beforehand.
Yes. still confusing afterward. Just more like it's not confusing because it's a gameplay mechanic now.
I just wish they had a voice line from Grace before you got the proper like blood bucket injector machine. Where she's like, there's so many buckets of blood. If only there was something I could do with them. Like, if she could just say that voice line when she first sees it, that would be great.
Oh, my God. The very opening segment in the hotel with Grace.
Mm-hmm.
where you find the emergency door that is locked and the key to the emergency door.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Resident Evil's weird. This universe
Yeah.
makes no actual sense.
Okay. I think it's time we wrap this up. Gentlemen, I'm going to need your summary reviews followed by a score 1 to 10. Let's go ahead and start with Bob.
Yeah, I've been pretty down on this throughout the podcast, but I did enjoy it quite a bit. I just feel like it has a lot of weird little notches that drive me crazy. Also, it doesn't have anything to do after you beat the game. Like, Mercenaries just isn't in here. And there's a bunch of plot threads that are left up in the air, which could both be resolved within this year. Like, they're supposed to be announcing whatever Mercenaries-like thing later this month. Mm-hmm. And there's DLC that hopefully will fill in some gaps with the story this year sometime. So I'm going to give it an 8, which could easily, like, it's funny, it could easily go up to a 9 by the end of the year. Yep. But that's upsetting that what they released and sold me for $70.
Chris Wolfhart.
Yeah, this game has a lot of little things that bug me. And again, every time Resident Evil, like modern Resident Evil, tries to be cinematic horror, I think it just gets bad. But I still liked it. I liked the gray sections. I liked the Leon stuff. I wish Leon's segment was less brown. So I'll give this a 7, and Mercenaries plus new content might bring it up to an 8 by the end of the year.
Aggro.
Requiem is it's a technical achievement. It's a delight to play. It's riddled with weird holes. Raccoon City being very, very brown is a delight every time. I'm gonna give this one a strong 8. It is a lot of fun with a lot of weird little problems.
I'm really glad that RE10's a reboot, like that they're just gonna overhaul it again like they did the last time and do a large paradigm shift. That is seemingly what they're heading towards, because I can't imagine going down this tunnel any further. Even one step further, making this style of game again could go well. But I do believe RE9 is a very interesting, very balanced, very dynamic, and incredibly polished game. I enjoy basically every end of it except for the orphanage and the hotel opening. Like, that's just, for me, a little bit more... We have an intro to an intro is how that feels a little bit gameplay-wise to me, and a little bit story-wise. I think this game is fantastic. I enjoy it a lot. As I said before, it's the best Resident Evil they've made, in my opinion, since 5. I'm going to give it a 9. That brings its total score to 32, with an average score of 8. I think we somehow need to gin up a way for Aggro to have to play Resident Evil 6. And Chris, too.
No, I have tried like 4 times. Because people be going, well, it's not a great Resident Evil game, but it's a great action game. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, no.
It's got really good
like,
mechanics for Mercenaries mode, and that's it.
Yeah. No, Mercenaries mode's a lot of fun.
It's maybe the best
Those levels are
ever
not good.
been or ever will be, but yeah, I can't recommend it. But anyways, we got to figure that out. The executive producers for this month's GigaBoots videos are Spaceman Spiff, Red Blaze 27, Brendan O'Sullivan, Cooper Tank, BN12, and Rado. Thank you very much to our executive producers, and also these guys. If you want to become an executive producer or a normal patron, head on over to patreon.com/gigaboots today.